Hey, YouTube. And podcast places, I think we're only on 3. Spotify, Apple, and Google.
We're starting to get some listeners, I saw.
Are we?
Yeah.
I haven't checked for a few days.
A couple different countries. I've been listening.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Well,
so
welcome.
Like, how dare you talk shit about corn, you fuckers?
Yeah.
Actually, it's the Frank Turner episode. I think that's doing really good.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we did like that album. We didn't talk shit about that one.
Oh, hey, shout out to the person in Sweden, the person in the UK, the person in Australia, the 2 people in Germany, and the 3 people in Canada. A.K.A. Brett, or Josh, Jen, and someone else.
Hey.
There it is. There it is.
Ding dang.
Fair enough.
But welcome, everybody that's listening on the YouTube, the Spotify's, Apples, the Googles, and of course Twitch over. Where are you? Down over here? Over here? Over here. Over
yes.
Right over here. Hanging out in the background while we do this segment of our show, which I always preface before we get into the review, that if you want to hang out for the entirety of our live show, please come over to Twitch. It's a great time. It's super fun. We listen to music. We talk shit about things. And then, obviously, we do this in between. But today is a special day because I forgot how good this album was. I would even say that maybe this could be like probably one of the top tier pop punk albums. If without this album, of all time, I would say without this, I don't think there's much else after 2003. To be honest with you,
well, as far as good,
it's good, right? But what the album I'm talking about is Blink-182 self-titled from 2003.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What a good album.
That's so good.
Yeah, we know the singles, and we've heard them forever, and I'm sure you can't go through, a couple months without hearing I Miss You at some point in your listening. It'll come up somewhere.
That's you're just being picky.
That aside, right? Singles aside, there are some hidden gems on this that you never really get to. It's a decently long album.
It is a pretty long album.
It's a pretty long album. Has a lot of songs on it.
The pacing is perfect on it, though.
Oh, bro!
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was telling Brett before we got on Twitch that you could tell this is 2003. There's something about it that's so 2003. The interludes, the like fucking Linkin Park-esque breaks, like they're doing some really interesting stuff on this album that you wouldn't expect from, Enema of the State or whatever.
For Your Strong
album they had.
Take off your pants
from these guys, yeah.
Yeah, take off your pants and jacket, like the dude ranches of the Blink-182 eras.
Yeah,
this is a whole. They got here and they were like, "This is what we are."
And
then they promptly left.
Yeah, then they stopped.
Yeah, then they bounced the fuck out. Yep, because they all started hitting each other, and Tom wanted to go to space, so
he wanted to fight the aliens.
Yeah, this had to be the time where he was like, "I saw a fucking alien in them deserts." Right?
Deserts.
But great album, super fun. This was Cody, your pick.
Hi.
Yes, great pick. I'm so glad you chose this.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is a nice round off to our emo month, even though technically we're in March now, but in a normal month, we would still be within that month.
Is that how that works?
4 weeks to me,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And time blends, right? We don't know what day it is ever.
You two, when you're watching this, it'll be September probably.
I said 2000 was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. If you were at the live show, you would have heard that joke, and it was a good one. But like I was saying, great pick, Cody. If you'd like to jump into some of the histories, let's take it away.
Yes,
go for
sure.
it.
But first, let's hit us with the question of the day. Get on YouTube metrics.
Question of the day.
Do all the things. Do all the things too that I talk about all the time.
The free sub, the free sub on Twitch Prime with your Amazon Prime, wastes $5 on us. Come follow us on Twitch. We got one more before we've hit our quarter goal of 250. About to be bumped up to 275. Hell yeah.
Yes. Score.
Hell yeah, score. So if you want to be a part of it and then watch all the other stuff we do, come join us. But first, question of the day. I just want to know, real easy one. What is your favorite song off this album?
This album?
Oh, I knew that was going to be the question. I didn't look. I was like, he's gonna ask for the favorite song.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard.
I know mine.
Brett, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was kind of the story I was referencing. So I'll just go ahead and do it. When it was what, 2003. So I was 11. Mm-hmm. Yes. I was in Vegas. I lived in Las Vegas at the time, and I had the day off from school. It was a rainy day. It was one of the 3 days out of the year that it rains out there. And I was sitting downstairs, dogs chilling, and I'm playing ATV Off-Road Fury. Okay. And we had the big screen TV. We just got a big screen TV, and there was a picture-in-picture, and I was using it for the first time, blowing my fucking mind. And I had on MTV.
Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa! Wait, hold on. Whoa!
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there playing this game. I had MTV on, and this video pops up, and it's the making of a music video, and it's for Down. And I just was entranced by it for some reason. So I'm just fucking going as a little kid playing, and this is going, and then as soon as the episode was over, the video played, and that was the premiere of the video. I was like, this is blowing my mind right now watching this shit, and I don't know why, but I could still remember that so clearly today, and that was what, 20 years ago. It's just always stuck with me. So that is my favorite song, is Down.
Nice. I have a moment like that. I'll talk about it during my thoughts and everything. My favorite song is All of This, the song with Robert Smith.
Yeah, you would.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I would. And I did.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
There's just something about it. It's such a just different vibe for the band. It's basically just a Cure song, Really cool that Robert was on this album. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I don't know. There's just something about the sparseness that I don't know. I just love it. I just love that song. And that's not to knock on any of the other songs on this album, because boy, there are some bangers.
Oh, they're all really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel, I was thinking about choosing that just because it's so different comparative to the rest of the album and their catalog as a whole. But I do have a kind of nostalgic memory, I guess, as well. But specifically with the song Always, because I remember waking up every morning before going to school. Right. And it's on, fuck, man. It's I can vividly see it. I'm sitting there on the couch, right? Eating cereal or whatever, getting ready to go to school. And it's on MTV's morning, whatever the fuck.
Oh, the 2 hours of music videos?
Yeah, right in the beginning of the day for some strange reason. I guess it's for everyone getting ready to go to work or whatever. And watching that shit, and it start off, and there's the 3 cuts in the video. And there's Mark, Tom and Travis, and it's all changing, and you don't know who's doing the video. It's the heyday of music videos was this time era, because they actually mattered. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just putting a band up in front of a TV and changing the colors 4 fucking times, right? It was
the
literally
TV behind them.
The people directing the shit. It was awesome, and I was like, man, hopefully this video comes on tomorrow. When I, waiting for that. Dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Music
that's why
videos
that's one
were
of my favorite songs.
So good back then.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Lost art form. Okay. I mean, they're still fine, but man, oh man, the creativity and the way the video would sync up at different times. Think of the amount of takes that had to happen.
Seriously.
We've dabbled in filmmaking now a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Dude, oh my god, this is so good. I
hard to
love videos from this era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's, good answers, everybody. This album's so good. But what album is it? Well, it's an album without a name. Okay, this album is often mistaken, even by Spotify, by everybody, as the self-titled album, as Blink-182. But as we'll go on into history to find out, this is actually the Untitled album. It's their 5th studio album, released November 18th, 2003. 15 tracks, clocking in at 49 minutes and 16 seconds. Does not feel like it. Again, pacing solid.
Mm-hmm.
The performers on this album were, of course, Tom DeLonge on vocals and guitar and Alien Research, Mark Hoppus on bass and vocals, and Travis Barker on drums, and also the backing vocals on Obvious and the whispers on Down.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Of course,
cool.
the features on this album were Robert Smith of The Cure, doing the vocals on all of this. Rob Menno Forsey doing the guitars and vocals on the Fallen interlude. Roger Joseph Manning Jr. on the keyboards. And Joanne Whaley doing the spoken words on the Stockholm Syndrome interlude. She is an actress from Manchester and also the ex-wife of Val Kilmer. They met while filming Willow together.
Wow.
That's
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-wife
What the
of
hell?
the second worst Batman.
The second worst. I'm only the second worst.
The production team, it's a big one, on this album were Jerry Finn, who's the main producer. He's worked with such bands as AFI, Sum 41, Alkaline Trio, Green Day, Morrissey, MXPX, Rancid. Basically, all those good albums in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I think he worked on Dookie, on Warning.
Yeah, it was all the California punk groups.
Quintessential
I love
California
Warning.
mid-90s punk. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Mark had dubbed him the fourth member of the band because he had worked on all their releases, all their big releases, Enema, Take Off Your Pants. But unfortunately, this would be his last project with the band because in 2008, he died after suffering intracerebral hemorrhage and a massive heart attack and was later taken off of life support.
Oh, shit.
Yikes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rip a Rooney on that one.
yeah, big old rip.
Big
yes,
rip.
but you know, like who was it that was the fifth Beatle? This was their fifth Blink-182 member. Which I mean, we were kind of joking about how after this album, they never made anything else. Haha. Neighborhoods doesn't exist.
Neighborhood.
I
That sucks.
I think
I don't
that is why.
hate it, but it
Well,
makes sense.
this-
Comparatively,
dude,
it sucks.
No other
Right,
album
right.
has sounded as good as this one, or even the other two. Sonically,
The California one, I like.
California was good.
I do like that
it's
one.
Good. Up until this week, that was my favorite Blink album. So
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
But
Interesting.
To be fair, that was the one I went through the most because, I mean, besides this one, when this album came out, that's when I started actually like finding my own taste of music and everything.
Yeah,
So
right.
this was definitely on the list of things I listened to. I don't know if I ever listened to this album front to back. I feel like I have. I definitely had it on like a burned CD. Remember those? But California, came out a couple years ago, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, Matt Skiba's on it. Big Matt Skiba fan. Go listen to that
Right.
all the time.
It is good.
But,
It is a solid album.
But so also producing on this was Sick Jackin on the Fallen interlude. Nikos Constant, Moses Velez, Tom Lord Alge was a mixing engineer, as well as Andy Wallace and Ryan Hewitt. And then James Guthrie was in additional recording. He was the engineer on Pink Floyd's The Wall. So that's a nice little connection there. And then Brian Gardner did the mastering. He is best known for work on hip-hop albums. Dr. Dre gave him the nickname Big Bass, and he has been nominated 8 times for the Grammys Album of the Year, winning it with Outkast for Speaker Box and The Love Below. The singles for this album were Feeling This, I Miss You, Down, 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 and Always. And then, let's get into some history, now that the facts are done.
History.
Yeah.
There is a lot
Ooh.
said about this album. Very in-depth for this one, so I'll try to make it as quickly as possible. So before this, in 2002, the band was very close to breaking up, with hundreds of discussions being centered around that, and with the dynamics of the band shifting now that Mark and Tom were married. Side projects were happening, Boxcar Racer, Transplants. Everyone's kind of feeling burnt out on the Blink-182 machine. Know what I'm feeling? But it was actually the post-hardcore sound of Boxcar Racer that inspired the change in tone and experimentation when the band approached writing for this album, wanting to try a whole different setup for each song. Travis encouraged the band not to think of this album as the next Blink-182 album, but rather the first Blink-182 album. So they were definitely like, hey, we've grown up. We're doing, let's be mature. Let's write the definitive only Blink-182 album. I think they achieved that.
Yeah, they did.
I kind of feel that. It makes a lot of sense.
The album's immense sound was heavily inspired by Houston We Have a Drinking Problem by the group Bad Astronaut. The band rented a home in Rancho Santa Fe, a luxury community of San Diego, converting it into a studio, and with pay-per-view porno on continuous play and a space to smoke, quote, smoke hella weed in the garage. Mark said that during this time, he smoked half of Columbia's worth of weed and ran up $3,002,003 in adult film charges.
What?
$3 million in the year 2003.
What? On porn?
Yeah. You know, my guy was...
Holy shit.
He was looking at the...
How many TVs does he have on? Every room? Is it just a 24/7 in all rooms? Everyone gets
how
one.
Much was the fucking films? Like
I don't know.
They're renting. Jesus.
It's gotta be what, $20?
Dude, just like get HBO or
What?
Showtime or something. Shit. That's what my grandparents
Go
did.
to a bar, damn it.
Yeah. Well, you know, newly married. They don't want to, you know, cheat. So, you know, God.
Then have the wives come over. What are they doing?
Well, you know,
$3 million.
Travis had a different approach. He didn't stay at the house with them. Instead, he opted to commute from LA to San Diego every day, simply because he didn't want to leave his new hot supermodel, Shanna Moaklier. Now, Brett, I've never been that far west. What's the commute time between LA and San Diego like?
That's at least 2 hours.
Yeah. Oof.
On a good day, yeah.
I wonder how that relationship is working out for him. Anyway. So
3 hours of traffic.
3 hours of traffic, yeah.
So they ditched their previous writing process where they would write and demo a bunch of songs and then record one instrument at a time for a method where they approached each song together, working on 3 to 4 songs per day and moving on when they eventually felt burnt out on a track. They recorded in this space from January of that year until April, when eventually the owners of the house just kicked them out. They were like, no more porno, please. Not in this Christian household with all your weed smoking, you pop punk bastards. We got neighbors complaining, damn it.
Holy hell, that's a lot of porn.
Dude, that's a lot of porn.
Like, I can't get over that, dude.
Shit ton of
neither
porn.
can he. Surprised he was walking after that. You know what I mean? So around this time in the spring, Travis left to go on tour with the Transplants, allowing the band to kind of take a break and listen to some of the drum tracks he had demoed, get more of a feel for some of the other songs of the album. And the band later regrouped and began recording at Rolling Thunder Studios until leaving to play a few summer shows in Canada and Japan, during which they premiered a couple of new songs live.
Ooh.
That must have been cool.
That must have been very cool.
Everything was so much better back then. Sorry.
I know. Seriously.
The previous Blink albums were recorded in 3 months, but this one was recorded between January and October in total. And it has over 70 guitars, 30 amps, 30 to 40 different snares, 6 different drum kits, various keyboards, turntables, and many pianos being used, a majority of which coming from Finn's personal collection. Travis later considers this period his favorite time in the band's history, saying, quote, I was just smoking just enough weed and taking just enough pills. Dude, good band vibes during this time.
Yep, a little bit of pills, a little bit of weed.
Yeah, a lot of porn.
Yeah, a lot of porn.
A lot of porn. Holy
10 months of just straight porn.
Oh my god.
So they sent the demo of all of this off to Robert Smith, hoping that he would contribute, but they were very worried about the humor-oriented nature of their earlier materials. You know, like, I want to fuck a dog in its ass. Classic.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they had so much porn in order to get that juvenile mindset out so we could be mature.
Oh, it toned them down throughout the day?
Yeah. Like, I want to write a song about jerking off. I'm just going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's going to just encompass this whole review now.
Yes.
$3 million porn charge.
$3 million.
I'll never not listen to this album now.
And not think
thinking of that. Oh my God. It's going to be great.
How is it not in every background of porn now?
Listen, they must feel so fucking dumb, too. Because, like, porn's free.
Ow.
Well, it wasn't back then. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
go find it in the woods.
I remember seeing like
buy VHS.
Dude, no, it's me and a friend of mine in middle school out there in Vegas. Shut up. But I remember we found this one site that started doing like 30-second clips, one a day.
Oh,
and it was like
TikTok.
And it was like
2 minutes to load.
Whoa! Yeah, oh yeah, dude. But like it was insane because it was free and it was more than like a second.
Or
but it was only one. It was only one.
Like 144p fucking JPEG.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, everything was a square. That's all it was. It's just 4 different squares colored in, and use your imagination to fill in the blanks.
I just did what every kid did and found his dad's Hustler, and I remember there was a photo shoot in there all about Stairway to Heaven. And it rewrote the lyrics. She's fucking a rock star named Kevin or some shit like that.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking cringy. Why did people do that?
Boomers. Why?
They're the absolute worst. Anyway, back to one of the best bands in the world, The Cure, Robert Smith. He responded to them. Hey, oi, listen. I'm Robert Smith. Give me a sandwich. Nobody knows what kind of songs you're going to write in the future, and nobody knows the full potential of any band. I really like the music you sent me, mate. That's my Robert Smith. Thank you.
Nice. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect.
The final days of the mixing were the most stressful for the band, with literal hours remaining to turn the album in to have it come out in time, and with the final mixes still being judged by the band the night before the album was sent out to the pressing plant. The goal for this album was continuity, with each song developing lyrically like chapters in a book, and songs segueing into one another to present a cohesive feel instead of a regular collection of tracks. Which, commonplace now, I feel like, but back then, really not a lot of bands. Linkin Park was doing it, and that's about all I can pick off the top of my head. I guess AFI would Sing the Sorrow. Sing the Sorrow really is a good cohesive piece.
Yep.
But yeah, back then it was just throw songs on an album, call it a day. You know.
Yeah, I feel like 2004, 2005, you started getting more of that with like, big concept albums like Avenged Sevenfold stuff, or like Green Day in 2005. Like you didn't really get that, until a little later.
Yeah. This album was also heavily inspired, of course, by 9/11 and the beginning of the Iraq War. Tom's brother was a Navy officer during this time, which caused them to be constantly glued to the TV, and it contributed to the overall mood of the album, because they'd be watching all that and be like, okay, let's go jerk off to the porn and get back to writing the sad songs.
I miss you.
I'm feeling this.
Come on, let me hold you tight. For those listening on the audio podcast, I just feverishly jerked off the screen.
Holy shit.
Hey, we're serious, okay? Just like the band. They wanted people to take notice of the lack of jokes on this album, as the band was taking a more mature turn lyrically. I didn't play. Where's That's True?
God damn it!
I didn't hear it either.
That would have been perfect timing.
I know. I was waiting.
That's true.
Oh, there it is. Make people go. Hopefully that make people go, wait.
OBS. Fucking.
This is Blink-182.
Oh my god.
Which they're very accurate. I remember listening to I Miss You the very first time it came on, and I was taken aback. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later though, during my part. Entertainment Weekly described it as a concept album of a dying relationship. Mark said at the time that these were his most personal lyrics, wanting to move away from writing about feelings from high school and focus on the world at that point. Tom would regularly rewrite his sections about 4 times, apparently. The reference to Nightmare Before Christmas and I Miss You was written by Travis and directed Shauna, his girlfriend at the time. Again, wonder how that relationship's going. What do you think, Sonic track? That's rocking out right now?
Why is Gent in Sonic? What is happening?
I don't know, I'm cat jamming though. Blink-182.
Listen, if you want to know what happened between Travis and Shanna, they had a whole show.
So, that's what happened. They had a whole show about it.
They had a whole show.
None of those shows last.
More power, baby! More power, baby.
Yeah, I'm not hearing them. What the fuck?
I'm not either. I'm very sad.
It's because y'all suck.
Yeah, maybe.
Why is everything broken? Anyway. Stockholm Syndrome was recorded.
Time to get high, Jaden.
Heard that? Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome was recorded using a microphone from the 1950s, and the reverb was achieved by playing the recordings into a shower. That's pretty cool. The interlude of Stockholm Syndrome is letters that Mark's grandfather wrote his grandmother during World War II.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very timely for right fucking now, don't you think?
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit.
And also then, I mean, Iraq. I remember those days.
Consistent war, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Never ending. The OG version of Down ran for over 6 minutes and featured a drum and bass breakdown at the end. It was instead replaced by the Fallen interlude, showcasing different percussive techniques by Travis. Really cool part. I don't think I've ever listened to the Fallen interlude. It wasn't one of the main songs. So when that came on, I was like, this is fun. This is a good time.
it's cool,
it's cool.
But you don't need it.
Yeah.
Interludes were all the rage back then.
The Stockholm one, too, also just doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice in the context.
It's a nice break, sure. Yeah, I get that.
Conceptually, it belongs.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Asthenia uses real NASA transmissions from Apollo 9 and is the only song in Blink's history to feature a 3/4 time signature during the bridge, and was inspired by Tom's paranoia about aliens? No,
aliens?
Regarding the future and how war and famine would affect it. Well, Tom, I can tell you, 19 years later, the paranoia was legit.
Because we're here again.
Never ending.
Yeah.
Easy Target and all of this were actually based on a story from Jerry Finn's middle school years. He was in love with a classmate, Holly, who invited him over. And guess what happened?
About to go out?
No, he did not get his pee-pee touched. And instead, her and her friend drenched him with a hose. So he rode away on his bike, humiliated. What a bitch. Fuck you, Holly.
You need to unalive yourself in GTA.
Wow.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
You suck.
Yeah, you suck. I'm Lost Without You mixes an industrial loop with piano and took many months to create, with over 50 different tracks, including 2 drum sets combined during the last minute of the song. Travis likened the song to both Pink Floyd or Failure. Travis also said in his book that people often mistake the album name as self-titled or Blink-182, but Mark specifically was adamant that it was untitled.
True.
Originally, the title was rumored to be Use Your Erection 1 and 2, a parody of Guns N' Roses' Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, but this was later revealed to be a joke by Travis to get a rise out of people. And finally, the album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Top 200. Surprisingly, not at number 1, which is Boulder Dash, if I say so myself.
Did you see what was number 1 by chance?
No, but as we're talking about it, I can come back and look it up.
Okay.
Or actually,
I need a nerd alert.
Yeah, hey Josh,
Give me
why don't you go look
Give it
up?
to me.
All right.
Nerd alert.
There you go.
Nerd
Where's
alert.
that one? All right. So yeah, a lot to talk about.
This song.
Josh,
This is crazy.
Brett. Yeah.
Hello.
Brett, you wanna hit us with what you thought about the album?
I'll hit some shit with what I thought. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, that was Brett. Short and sweet as always. Okay, keep going.
God damn it. Yeah, this one's always been a rotation for me. So I've known this album very well for a long time. I will say, just to give more than I like it, the first half is stronger than the second half. I think that's a fair, safe thing to say. You know, you kind of hit, a track, round down, maybe the song after, it kind of slows down and chills out. But it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just it kind of feels like everything's happy and exciting at the beginning, and it just kind of goes down as far as vibe. But no, I love this album, man. I don't know what else to say. It sounds good. They're things, I don't know. It's a fun one. I don't have much to say. It's just it's a good album. I'm sure everyone's heard it before. That's that.
So I have some metrics here.
Okay, hit us with it.
All right. So this was the year of 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yep.
That'll do it.
That was there all the time. And R. Kelly was there as well, unfortunately.
Ooh.
so
that didn't age well.
So there's that.
No.
But yeah.
Well, hey, of people that mattered, at least 50 Cent played at the Super Bowl.
It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was upside down.
He was
upside down. Good on him.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love everything about this album. I think Brett covered it all, honestly. Like,
I don't know what to. Yeah, there's not a lot to say.
So
you
much.
You can't
to
nitpick
say.
on it. It's very.
There's so
solid.
much to say, but there's also nothing to say. Like, it speaks for itself.
Right. Yeah. Right. Like it doesn't. You don't need to justify that this is good.
No, every song on here, it does slow down a little bit, but in the context of the album being about failing relationship and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just.
Yeah.
Something to say because I don't know what else to say about it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Every song on this is a banger. You could throw it on shuffle and anything that comes up besides the interludes, but even the interludes are interesting.
I've definitely heard worse interludes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know. It's just so good. I have so many memories of this album, of the songs from this album. Feeling This, Miss You, of course, because it's been overplayed to the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it though. Where are you?
It's a meme. It's a meme at this point.
Right.
Always, obviously, those are the singles. Those are some of the biggest Blink-182 songs. Quintessential Blink-182.
Yep.
But even the ones Obvious, Violence, Stockholm Syndrome, Easy Target, and all of this, they're all just so well done. Everything sounds good. The production is amazing on this. Easily one of the best albums from that early 2000s era, if not all of the 2000s. I remember, I kind of hinted at it earlier, but the first time I heard I Miss You, I used to have to ride, 2 buses and go to the transfer station for middle school and everything, because public transportation is super awesome and cool. So I would have to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m., just sit at the front of the neighborhood and wait for the bus, so then I could sit on that bus and wait hours later to go to the bus that actually takes you to school. Stupid system. But me and the neighbor girl, her mom would, we would just sit in her car at the front of the neighborhood, and we just listen to 97X. And one morning, cold as shit in February, this song comes on, and I'm like, what is this? This is different. Was that a Nightmare Before Christmas reference? I was like, this kind of sounds like Blink-182, but a sadder, gothier version. And sure enough, right after that, Danielle. All right, and that was Blink-182's new single, I Miss You. And I'm like, oh, it was Blink-182. Cool. I almost got a job there. I also, the other big takeaway from this album is that it was definitely a crossover hit with everyone, you know, at a time where you like rock or you like rap. No one listened to country, or if they did, they didn't say anything. But like all my normie friends that I knew, they had this and they had American Idiot. As far as rock goes, and maybe Meteora. But as far as rock goes, like that was pretty much it. But they all had it. This crossed so many borders at the time. Like,
entirely.
And
yeah, even like kids like, you know, the super gothy corn, not kids, like Blink-182.
it was
weirdly
impossible
enough
to hate this album.
Yeah,
like it was sad, but it was also just, you know, it was happy at times.
It's not all sad. That's the cool thing about it, is that it's not just one emotion the entire time.
Yeah, it's very much a hopeful album, but also a longing album. You know, because Always is a very hopeful, you know, maybe we'll get back together kind of thing. But then all of this, fucking poor guy got, you know, drenched through the fire hose. That sucks.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there. Something I never noticed until smoking with Corey yesterday, and I was like, "Yeah, hey, we're doing the Blink-182 self-titled album." I just threw it on. Easy Target's riff, and this is probably because I always listen to this album on shuffle or these songs on shuffle or in a playlist. Easy Target transitioning to all of this with the main riff for all of this being and then just slowing down and slowing down, and then all of a sudden 1, 2, bam, 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 let the fucking drums come in.
Yeah,
it's so well done.
Yep. And it's super interesting because, like, you think, okay, Blink-182, they're a 3-piece fucking punk rock band. Like, they're not doing anything that hard. Like, you know, like, you think of technicality, it's a pop punk band, right? But then you really think about, like, why this took 10 months to create. And it's like, because they made sure that these things happen.
Yeah. There's so many layers to it, everything.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you forget that it's like in the past albums you would hear like, okay, that's a Tom song or that's a song, right? But now, like, this album's like, this is like a Blink-182 song. Like, there really isn't a lot of like separation, even if they are, you know, splitting vocal or whatever. You could really see like they took time to write the stuff together, so it's not disjointed and it's very fluid in that way. And you really appreciate like Tom's guitar stuff, because like generally it's like, yeah, it's pop punk, there's not a lot going on, but the way he's layering some of the leads he's doing really complement like a bass line, or it complements like a cool drum riff. Like, you never think like, oh yeah, Tom, he's a great guitar player. He is. You don't see it that much, but this album it's there, and it's really cool to hear it come together.
Yeah, it's not just, hey, here's everything in 4/4. Travis is just gonna do some random ass shit, and then it's just gonna be 4 chords the whole time.
Yep.
No, they fucking tried. The damn acoustic guitar riff, playing that while singing, hard as shit. Just getting those slides right with the one strum, like, oh, so much fun, so good. Yeah. Josh, you kind of started going.
Yeah. I would say, just to kind of finish up there, like you guys, there really isn't much to hate about it, besides the fact that I Miss You is just so, it's like a fucking earworm, and it's just, it doesn't leave. Like, put it to bed. Like, R.I.P.
It's
put it away.
It's the nostalgia now.
Now, here's the thing. You listen to this song in 2003, you know, 2004, you're in fucking 7th grade or whatever the fuck, and you're like, this is a good song. It's new, it's different, it doesn't sound like every other band, right? And you like it. And now it's 2022, and it's like, for fuck's sake. That's me. But I know every single word, right? There's not a single fucking thing I don't know about that song.
Here's your issue, though, is that you listen to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to the radio in years, and so when this song plays though,
but
it's because I turn it on.
Yeah.
And I like it.
I just feel it's just there, and it's just like I was listening to this album through, and I skipped this fucking song every time.
Trash.
I was like, I
Trash.
can't anymore. I can't. But by doing that, it allowed me to get to like the second half of the album for the first time in a long time.
True.
So like, I can't remember the name of it. It starts with an A. I think it's right before.
Anthemia.
Yeah, that song's awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool song.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know why I never really remembered it, but for some reason,
It's because it's a long album.
listening back, like I know the words to it somehow. Why? How? Like it's just in there, and that's like I think the greatest part about Blink-182. They write the catchiest shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I Miss You is overplayed, but not for bad reasons. It's overplayed because
right. It's a good song.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
very
good.
good song.
Like even listening to this album, I was never sad when it came on. I was just like, oh god damn, this like.
I never
everyone
turned it
knows-
off.
It's one of those songs like you go to emo night and just everyone singing it together. It just brings me such like emotion and joy. Like you know that this one song touched everyone in
Yep.
some way.
Yeah.
It's like fucking In the End or Crawling. Like
Yep.
Yeah, very, very similar to that. Or like a fucking Wake Me Up When September Ends. Like all those
Yeah.
bands have that one fucking song that you
just-
don't want to listen to anymore.
Yeah, but you're not
know
gonna
it.
skip it.
no.
Right. So
Well, Josh is apparently.
I do now because I hate that song. But I love it at the same time, weirdly. It's like
It's a
a weird
love-hate
love-hate.
It's a love-hate thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah.
all right. Anything else before I get into the podcast within a podcast?
No, because I can't find anything that I don't really care for.
It's
Like,
a good
I would
album,
listen to
but
this.
like, yeah,
It's
everyone's
so
heard
good.
it too. So like, it's not like it's new.
We're not breaking the mold here.
Right? Yeah.
And I will say something I really enjoyed is the fact that it's 2003. They were writing this in 2002, right? And it doesn't sound like shit.
No.
It sounds
No,
so
yeah, no,
good.
it sounds good.
Like
Well,
that.
yeah.
You could compare that to what they did with California, and it's like there didn't really change a lot. Maybe some advances in technology, but it's
Sure,
literally
yeah.
it's still
quali- the
clear and
quality's
it's
still
still
there.
nice. Yeah, right.
Because that was like in that sweet era where, well, I mean, if you had your big band, you had money and you could afford like 8 producers or whatever.
Right.
For the
Or
time.
$3 million worth of porn.
Or 3, yeah, easy money. It was in that sweet spot where the technology was crisp and refined enough, but you were still like, you weren't relying on it as a crutch. You weren't relying on Pro Tools or Auto-Tune or anything. You're still putting your raw voice out there, but boy, did it sound good.
Yeah.
My little Rick Beato rant right there.
That's
Hey,
right.
They weren't
everybody.
using auto. Hey,
Rick
everybody. Rick
Beato
Beato here. I didn't do a What Makes This Song Great for Anything on this album, and I kind of wish he did because I was really hoping.
Yeah.
Anywho, hey, welcome everybody to Skewed and Reviewed, a podcast within a podcast where I go through the annals, the anals, and all the $3 million of Mark Hoppus porn. Who are you? To find the most average of averages, I am joined by my 2 contestants, Brett and Josh. Say hello to the audience.
Hi.
That's enough out of you.
Hey, shut up.
All right, y'all know the deal. I got some shit to get through, and not as widely loved and praised at the time as one might think. There are some surprising ones in here. So
I
let's
believe
get
it.
to it.
I believe it.
All Music gave it an 8. Alt Press gave it a 9. Blender, haven't heard them in forever, 8. Q, 4.
Fuck.
Wait.
Yeah,
Those fucking assholes were
A
dicks back
4?
then too, huh?
4. That's right.
Out of 5.
Out of
out of-
5.
Out of 10.
Out
All
of
right,
10.
Adam says, yeah.
Rolling Stone gave it an 8. Bin Magazine gave it a 9.1. Buttnik, 10 out of 10. Metacritic's user average was 8.7. Entertainment Weekly gave it a 9.1. E! Online gave it an 8.3. Shaking Through gave it a 7.4. AV Club gave it a 7. All right. Here's one of the really low ones. Play Louder gave it a 2.
Yikes.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Yep.
What do they usually review?
What'd they say?
Fucking country
No idea.
music?
I didn't go that far into it, but nope.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
I remember the
like,
quote on Album of the Year, where I pulled it from. The quote was, "Someone please put Blink-182 out of their misery." Dude, hey, you gotta remember, emo and being artistic and being sad was not popular back then. You know, because of albums like this that.
Well, X Games was popular. They
now.
can't be sad at the X Games.
I know,
Yeah.
but I can understand if you're coming from Girl at the Rock Show, fucking, you know, all the small things, and then you come and now you're listening to the sad boy shit. I can see why they're like this.
Yeah,
Jack
but
off and
like,
run around.
What's that? We got
not every song is like that.
I wanna not wear fucking pants and run around in the. That's what they wanted, and they didn't get that. That's just what it is.
No. Village Voice though gave it an 8. Mojo gave it a 4. Rock Hack gave it an 8. Punknews.org gave it an 8. Rate Your Music's average was 6.62. Album of the Year's average was a 7.7. God is in the TV.
I've
Gave
heard
it a
them before.
2. Yeah. Gave it a 2. God was
Yeah,
not in this album.
This is Satan music, I guess.
It
God
was
does
all
not
that
hear
porn.
today, priest.
Does he do Jack and Sally and Nightmare Before Christmas?
No.
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 They said
Same.
6 strings darkness, and that's almost like 666, so you can't have that.
But aliens.
But aliens.
Yeah.
Actually, funnily enough, I didn't put it on here, so I didn't want to, you know, promote them or anything. But the what's the Super Christian site where the parents go through and they make sure everything's a-okay for the kids to watch? They gave it a good review.
Oh, YouTube Kids.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Common Sense, I think.
Oh well, this
I have
album
no
did
idea.
have a parental advisory because this was the, you know, like
yeah.
so they
Yeah.
had one that was bleeped out and one that wasn't. So maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
that's how it
so
got
if you
their-
didn't go to Walmart, you can get the uncensored one.
Yes.
right.
Because they were the cool place. I don't know. And
FYE,
Prefix.
bro. FYE.
FYE. And
Fi?
Prefix gave it a 7.
Actually, Fry's probably at the time.
I only really there was a bunch of reviews, but I was running out of time, and the majority of the ones I saw on YouTube didn't give a number, so
Like,
don't
I
know what
like.
to do with that. I like it.
I like. It's very nice, you know.
Smash
The only,
that like button in the face.
the only one I saw was ARTV, and they gave it a 9. So
Okay.
kind of all over the place. But where do you think the averages are?
Well, because of the fucking twos and shit.
And there's a couple
Yeah.
of them.
Those
There's
Those
two
are a couple
twos and a
everything.
4
Before.
Two
yeah.
2s and 2 4s.
and 2
Yeah,
4s.
before those, I would say this is probably reaching like 8.5 territory. Just with the 10s, the 9s, and the 8s, hard strong, right? But because of those, I'm gonna say it's got to be like 7.6.
7.6.
That's where I'm going because those twos ruined everything.
I'm gonna go with the meme of the day, and it's gonna be 6.9.
Okay.
Porn.
Oh, it is right in between the both of you. It's actually a 6.22. Or a 7.22, sorry. 7.22.
Scared me for a minute. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's like, Jesus Christ.
it's literally the best album. What are you talking
7.22.
about?
I disagree. This is not a C- album. at
No
all.
way.
I agree with what you said.
Yeah.
All right, well, what did I say? Let's get into our review. The thing we all come here for.
Get
the
guys.
All right, I'm gonna set the stage because I'm picking off, and I spoiler alert, gonna be up there. So let's.
Okay, hold on. I
mean,
this is going to be a
Might I see
battle
if I can?
of who got the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
Oh,
say
it's
this.
gonna be up there for you guys, too?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I might want to put it up a little higher now that I'm thinking about this because I did this with Bell last week where I said I pulled back because there's better. I don't think there's better.
No.
than this.
No, this is
No.
peak.
So it's like
This is peak.
So this is pretty peak. right?
Yeah.
Like they're good. Everything else they have, decent. This is the best.
This
Yeah.
is everything. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So
All
it's like this
coming
might be a
together.
different. Like instead of me pulling back and be like, maybe there's something better.
No, go for
There
it.
really fucking isn't.
Go for
there
it.
fucking
Go for it.
isn't.
Go full
Okay?
ham.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Go full
Who's
ham.
going first then?
I'm going first. All
Okay,
right.
go for it.
So, right off the bat, let's set the stage. Songwriting, lyrics, musicianship. That's a 10 all day. That's a 10 all day.
DJ
Yes.
Khaled.
I can't think of a bad lyric on this. I can't think of a bad songwriting moment on this. I know it's just a pop punk album, but the amount of work that they put into this album, comparatively, especially to their other albums and everything, they put so much effort into this, and you could really hear it. You could feel how much it meant to them at the time. You could feel the amount of time they spent on it. There is not a wrong foot out of place at all. So, songwriting and musicianship, 10 all day. The production, 9.7. I didn't want to just do full 10s, but 9.7 for the production. I think, especially for then and even now, we don't even have albums coming out that sound this good. It's so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Originality, I only gave it a 9. That's my lowest.
That's your lowest. Okay, I wasn't that high.
Hey, listen,
Jesus.
they were smoking Halloween, and I'm smoking Halloween, so you know.
Or is it the porn addiction? Is that what it is?
Are you watching $3 million worth of porn?
No, it's free now, dumbass. Yeah, no. So far, it's the highest one, and I think that's accurate. And memorability, 9.6. There were songs on here that I didn't remember, but now I definitely do. But fucking, we know all the words to every goddamn fucking song on this thing.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Easy.
True.
So, my rating was a 9.66.
Ooh.
Thank you.
God damn, that's up there.
Okay, so if we're thinking back to our, wall of retro, I know we're gonna get to it in a minute, but our highest score,
Our highest average.
right? Our highest average of retro was "Welcome to the Black Parade." I would say, technically, without this album, we probably wouldn't have that. So that's why it has to be a little low. That one had to be a little lower. Kinda. So we'll see.
And when I mean, looking at Black Parade, when you're listening to that album, it is it's a journey. It's work. There's a whole lot going on. With this one, you could throw it on, you could get through it. Again, the pacing is perfect. And the singles are, some of the best songs we got out of all of the 2000s.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay.
That's fair.
Who's next?
That's true.
You go, because I want to know what you got.
Okay. All right. So, lyrics and songwriting, super fun, but serious. And I think that it was a nice departure away from what they were doing, with fucking talking about the, bachelorette fucking and the roses on the stairs and all. It was like a separation from that, giddy, stupid Warped Tour band. And now we're getting a little serious. It does suck that this ended their careers, essentially. But I like that we ended on a pinnacle. This is the top. Song lyrics, songwriting, they put a lot of work into it, 9.5.
Okay.
So, up there.
Okay.
Musicianship. I was actually surprised with a lot of the stuff that I heard, given that it is a pop punk band, 8. Production, 8.5. Because it just sounds fucking great. It sounds good. But you can still hear the age.
Right. I agree. I agree. I scored very similar.
Mm-hmm. Originality. This was my lowest, but I didn't kill it. It is pop punk, but there is some stuff in there that they were doing that other groups weren't. So in that 7.5-ish area.
That's keep going.
Memorability
Keep going.
10.
Okay.
I literally remember it all. Combine all these numbers up. 8.84.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just wait until we do Green Day, and then it'll be a 10.
Oh, it'll be 10s across the board.
I know.
I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna put it there now. You guys are gonna hate me.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go right off the bat. I'm the lowest.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm the lowest.
I trust that it's going to be varying.
Yeah.
Because
I
reel me back in.
I am pretty identical up and down to Josh.
Okay.
I think there is only one thing. I think, Josh, what'd you do for your production?
8.5.
Fuck. Okay. What was your musicianship?
8.
Fuck. Where is it different? I'm just gonna. Okay. Literally everything that Josh said. My final score. I'm just gonna skip to the final score because literally everything he says. I'm 8.8 on the dot.
Damn.
I don't know where the hell your .04 is coming from.
It might be from musicianship because it might have been like 8.2.
I got the same. Oh, okay. I say because I put .5s.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was a 0.2. I just didn't put it on my list. Yeah. So yeah, 8.84.
Okay. Damn it! I got the lowest. I didn't want to be the lowest on this one.
Oh,
damn.
Wow.
Okay.
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 All right. I'm gonna pull up the wall.
All
To
right.
the wall.
To the
All in
wall.
all.
Oh, let me scroll down a little bit.
All in all, it's another album of the wall.
Okay.
Where is it going?
9.6, Cody.
Yeah.
9.66. Almost a
All right,
9.7.
and then so 9.6 and 2 8.8s.
Right. Fuck.
Oh, this is tough.
Fuck.
And I feel like these were the numbers that were really close to my chem, honestly.
I think so too.
We
think
just
so,
didn't, we didn't record those.
I think because the production was better and the originality was a little more on that one. I think that's what it was. Because I was also around like 7.5 on originality on this one. I think that's what did it. Fuck, man. I don't know.
Anything, it's like 9.25 or some shit.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think it's higher?
Because we outnumber him.
6, the space, right? 6 to 8.
Yes.
That's like right in the middle.
But there's
Maybe
two of us.
9.3.
But there's two of us doing it. It's going to weigh it down. I'm thinking it's third. I'm sorry, fourth. I think it's fourth.
Hey, does anyone want to change their scores before we lock this in? Because I am shocked.
I don't want to change it. No, I don't want to change it.
Okay.
Because I am agreeing. It is not the most original thing I've ever heard. Even at the time, it is
their best album.
It's their best album. I like I said, I love this album, but it's not the most original thing I've ever heard in my life. Even at that point.
Okay.
I'm going to stand by that one.
I'm going to need y'all to lock in. Which position is it?
I think 4.
I think
4.
I think it's 2.
You think it's number 2. So
yeah.
Brett is saying it's the new number 4 between Iceland Kills, Silver Scream 2, and Dance Gavin Dance Happiness.
Yep.
Josh is saying it's the new number 2 between My Chemical Romance Black Parade and Under Oath Define the Great Line. Brett, you are our champion for the placement.
Fuck.
Why did space like fuck you, Google Docs?
It is. It's
in the 9s though, which makes sense.
It is in the 9s. Good. It deserves to be in the 9s overall.
It's gotta be. It's no. What is it gonna be? 8.999.
I think it's like 9.04.
Yeah.
You think 9.04, Josh?
But if you look though, like 9.13 and 9.16, that's the same number.
Jason's saying 9 on the dot.
9 point.
Okay.
0. 6.
Josh is saying 9.06. Brett, what say you?
I'm going 4. 9.04.
Josh, you win this battle. It's a 9.10.
Oh, damn!
9.1 on the dot.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
And again,
Okay.
2, 3, and 4 are the same number.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Because what is 0.06 and 0.03? Like, that's nothing. Right?
Those
Bro.
are 3 very good albums.
Yeah.
Woo!
So technically,
Wow.
it is number 2.
Kind of.
Okay.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's why we do
That's wild.
why we do the decimal to the.
That's wild.
But what's interesting though is you look at like the period of time where the top 5 sits, right? We have a 2009, we have a 2003, 2021 that was an outlier, but 2006 and 2006, our like peak emo days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. I
Right?
mean, Ice Nine Kills might as well just came out during that time anyway.
Yeah.
Like we liked
Right.
it for all those reasons.
I think it's super high up there because it was a literal shock and an epicness that we didn't expect to happen.
No.
And if this was just a retro wall and we didn't, it's like fucking in the
Oh, yeah.
2020s, it wouldn't be there. It
Nope.
would be on its own list.
Yep.
And literally, look at the rest. Like, it's all stuff from the past few years. But the top of the top are these definitive albums of our musician careers, right? My Chem, of course, we were listening to that shit. Under Oath, of course, we were listening to that shit.
Yeah.
Blink-182.
Quintessential. Yeah.
Yeah, all these groups, and I'm sure as we start getting more into this, what retro albums will we listen to? Okay, we'll listen to Haste the Days, we'll listen to the Green Days, we'll listen to Linkin Parks. All this other shit is getting the fuck knocked out of here.
Yeah.
Because it's so important to our lives. It belongs where it belongs. It's just
Yeah.
you, Ice Nine Kills, you weird fucks.
Yeah, you guys
got
are standing
this
out on
somehow.
this one. I mean, get on them. Get on them for that.
Hey, don't knock Phineas and Silent Planet. Still, I mean,
Very good
6 and
albums as
7.
well.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Anything over 8.5 is really holding true.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Top 11 is just incredible. But I honestly,
Top 10. Hell yeah.
yeah, bro, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill Murray's
So
chilling
good.
there. Love it. All right.
Yeah, technically, Jason, you are right. Ice Nine Kills is technically an old band.
Yeah,
so
they've been around.
they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Well, that's it. That very good episode. Hopefully y'all like it, and hopefully this tracks a little bit. Share it to your friends because we talked about some good shit. Show it to Tom if he's not abducted by aliens. Show it
Show
to
it
him.
to Mark. He streams on Twitch. Travis is busy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got Kardashians to bang.
He's got every pop punk band to produce now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, that was the other thing I was going to say. Thanks for reminding me. It's funny how we make fun of Travis Barker now. Like, just, hey, make pop punk, make cookie cutter Blink-182. Guess what this whole album doesn't sound like?
That.
Anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
That's all I got to say. Brett,
Hello.
it is now your turn to pick the retro. Take us back. What are we doing for this month?
I am
got, Brett?
deciding a Florida theme for the month. It is.
Okay.
We're starting to get into spring. It's starting to warm up. At least down here it is. It's been fucking 80-something degrees every day. That's just the norm again. So yeah, I'm going Florida. And the band that we're gonna start. Well, actually, I'm gonna say the album name first.
Okay.
Josh,
Am I gonna like it?
Oh yeah, you've been waiting for this
Okay.
one. You've been
Okay.
waiting for this one.
Okay. All right.
The album is called 2. And the band is Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
Yes.
Da, 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 da,
Yes.
da, da,
That's
da,
how we're
da.
starting this shit.
The Sons of the South.
Yeah.
They won't rise again because that's racist. But this band is cool.
This band's so cool.
Okay.
You fucking love
Oh,
it.
that's so fun.
Ooh.
That's
Great,
gonna
great
be.
pick.
Wow.
I had it
Two,
going
huh?
for the last 2 days at work, and I'm like, this is it. This
Okay.
is the one.
So, Maylene and the Sons of Disaster 2, to start off, March's fucking Florida month.
Yes.
I like the idea for retros, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Cool.
Shit. Okay.
Let's do it.
I can't
Well,
wait. That's
Chat, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google. We'll see Sunday.
But we're doing Bad Omens, the death of peace of mind. Wait, it's a battle for last place.
Yeah.
It's not
I don't
great,
think it'd be that bad.
But it's not terrible. It's a decent listen.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it falls.
Definitely go in the middle.
Okay.
And hey, big episode number 50 on the 13th. Doing another retro, doing Hybrid Theory.
Ooh.
It's a Sunday show, so it won't interrupt Florida month, but we can take a break from all the new stuff. There's not a lot.
Not a lot.
Right.
Cool.
But
And that's a special episode. That's going to be a special one.
It's going to be a special one, yeah.
Yep.
Hey YouTube, Cody here. You might notice that everything sounds different, and on YouTube, nothing's matching up. That's because Twitch muted the VOD, even though we waited till well after the show to start playing Alien. Just wanted to let you all know, give everything a thumbs up. Come join us live on Twitch for all the other stuff. Josh is telling you some, I don't know, making a joke. Brett's laughing. I'm a little bored. Oh, music coming in, so make sure you like it, subscribe, and bye-bye.